Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Angels Always Win 444. Sorry about that. So we're going to get started with your daily for Sunday, I still don't know what day. Oh god, let me think for just 1 second. For Sunday, I can't believe we're going into May already, so. For Sunday the 3rd. For Sunday the 3rd. Okay. Alright, so welcome back everybody. I hope you guys are all doing great and having a beautiful, blessed, Sunday. Hopefully you're spending it with family, and I really, really, really hope it's a nice day out for everyone to like be able to be outside and actually do, you know, whatever. Also, these readings are timeless, regardless of, I'm about to start a fire over here. These readings are timeless, regardless of, you know, the timestamp I kind of give them. I just give them out because this is how I feel that the messages should be. And I feel like they'll find the right people whenever they're meant to find them. So, either way, like, if I watch old readings all the time from people, and I've actually found that, like, when they pop up on my feed is when they're relevant. Like, one of the tarot readers that I watch, her feed, a video popped up the other day, and I thought it was new, and I clicked on it, and I was like, oh my god, this is, you know, super, like, on point. It was from a year ago, and it was just, I'm telling you, this energy it finds you when you're meant to find it. So let's cleanse our space and pray. So, Heavenly Father, my Divine Light team, my Ascended Masters, our Spirit Guides, I call upon you now, and the Spirit Guides and Ascended Masters and Light team of my viewers, that we may work together to accurately be guided and answer these questions and be able to accurately and specifically read these messages. I ask that you help us to stay centered in our higher selves, and that we may clearly see, hear, feel, and know the divine messages that wish to emerge through these readings. I ask that you stay by our side and you watch over us during this reading, ensuring that only God's love and wisdom speak. I invite the holy, loving presence of Holy Spirit to bring help and healing here. May divine love bless, guide, protect, and inform us. May pure inspiration and divine love guide this experience and bring wisdom into our hearts, our minds, our souls, and bring blessings and guidance to all. I send you guys all a ton of love and light. So this is a little different. I'm filming it at night to be able to post it like in the morning, yeah. So let's see how this lighting turns out. I am still working on rearranging everything, and I'm actually going to try to build a desk. So it's going to be interesting. Like, I have the pieces, I just need to find my drill and the battery pack thing. And I moved twice within, like, the past couple months. Like, it was ridiculous. But, so I moved twice, so it's like, yeah, there's stuff everywhere. There's stuff in storage, there's stuff in boxes. So I gotta hunt down that drill. I don't know, but I'm going to try to build a desk. Wish me luck, you guys. And we're all, you know, in this isolation time also. So it's like, why not try to build a desk right now? Like, I have the power tools to do it. I'm probably going to watch a YouTube video on that first, and just to make sure I know what I'm doing. But, okay, let's get started. I struggled to even sit here. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like, almost like when darker energies know you're trying to do light. And when I say darker, I like literally mean malicious, not just like, oh, your dark side, your light. I mean like energies we haven't quite understood yet see you doing light, or see you doing well, or like demons, or like the devil energy, you know. like, and for me, you know what, now that I think about it, my devil energy could be the procrastination, or it could be like those old habits that want to step in because they see me doing something good. That makes sense? So, no, none of that. I'm sitting down. I'm going to do this with you guys. I have my coffee. I have my water. I had some crackers. And we also have some 528 hertz music playing. So the love frequency, healing our heart chakra, opening our heart chakra, helping us to heal on a cellular level. It's known as like the healing frequency. So we'll see how that goes, okay? Okay. These are going to be a lot of cards. Oh, okay. Starting it off with baby. I'm not sure if there's a glare on there. I hope there isn't for you guys. I put 2 new lights up, but I'm still trying to figure out how I want them, you know? So this is actually a past life oracle card, and it's the baby one. So we're going to see how that ties in. And I will actually, we're not even going to see how it ties in. We're just going to check the baby card by itself out really quick. Let me find the meaning for it. I draw the cards and then I forget what's in the stacks because I don't look at them, so I forgot this deck had been drawn specifically for this day because it's just random. I do like energy piles and then draw the cards accordingly, and I didn't know there was a past life oracle one in this one. So maybe someone doesn't know a baby's on the way. Maybe someone doesn't know there's a baby on the way. Okay, 1 second. It could also have to do with a lot of light workers and star seeds being pregnant right now. And it's like, the other day, yes, I had like this crazy, just insane, like, revelation come to me. And it was like, the light workers that God planted here, that divine planted here on this planet, and there's more than 144,000 now, but it could be your children. It has something to do with if you are pregnant right now and you're going this. Oh, so earlier, there's my mom works at a shelter, like a domestic violence shelter, and someone's been there and she's pregnant, and my mom's like, she's completely off the charts. Like, she's very much an empath. She knows she has a divine mission. She's so awakened. It's crazy. And my mom would just tell me this stuff, and it was so crazy because then earlier today I mentioned something, and she's like, dude, what is it with you guys being like on the same wavelength, kind of? And I'm also pregnant right now. She's like, is it like the hormones with you guys? Like, what is it? I think the children that are being born right now, going through this whole awakening process, especially if you're awakened, I feel that the children that are coming are going to be super light workers. Like, it's going to be a light worker's energy amplified, because chances are, and with her, it's the same thing. She went through a rough pregnancy so far, and it's like all of that darkness that she is transmuting into light right now, I feel like it's all being super amplified because it's also the baby working with her. Like, it's the baby's higher self and energy also working to transmute that into light, but it's also going to be amplified because it's going to both of them. And the children that are going to be born during this phase, they're like ushering in that new era. Like, I just feel like babies are really, really, truly star seeds right now, coming about. And it's just like an awakened parent raising a child, I feel like is a beautiful thing because you get to give them all your light, almost, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm feeling there. Let me just check the actual meaning. Okay, you guys, 1 minute. Okay. So it says, the situation you're inquiring about involves an infant on some level. Your unconscious mind will reveal the way in which a baby plays a role in your current life. You may have already received the answer in the form of a thought or feeling. Okay, so I really think it was what I just touched on right now, about the babies that are being born and coming about now are going to be like they're forming like a beautiful army of conscious awakened beings that are gonna like really start like changing the world. Like there's a wave right now, and I feel like the babies coming are gonna be like a stronger wave, if that makes sense. It also says, okay, it says trust this information as your unconscious mind will slowly and gently help you remember and release painful memories. At first, you may think you're imagining this information, but as you put together more pieces of the puzzle through signs and additional recollections, you'll feel confident in claiming your past lifetime. This card can speak about you as a baby in this or a previous lifetime. There may have been trauma that you suffered as a baby or that involved a baby of yours. In that lifetime, it also may describe parenthood in this or previous lives. Your feelings and thoughts will guide you. Yep. Okay. It literally just said like that. This is a straight intuition card. It's exactly what I felt like guided to talk about. And I really think it has to do with the star children, rainbow children, star seeds. I'm not sure. It's all labels, but it's energy, and I feel like their energy is going to be like just beautiful. Or if you have like, and it might be like children you already have, but you're an awakened being, it's your children. That they're like these beautiful like angels of light. They're like light children. We have protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. So how this one touched on trauma involving a child of yours or of a past lifetime, I think this is like, it's calling back your power if you went through trauma. And how I was explaining that that the child's other cell donor, and it's like, if that was a toxic situation for you, how I was talking about all that darkness that you transmute going through a really rough pregnancy, you transmute it into light. And by doing so, though, like, you find yourself, you know, because you get super lost going through that trauma, but you find yourself and you find that light back within you. And also it's calling back your power, reclaiming your power, because I'll be really honest, what I've gone through, I felt like I gave my power away to someone who had no idea what it even was. But I felt lost. Like I lost me again. And that to me was my biggest fear. I never wanted to lose myself again like that. I did. But then also it's like I learned how to call my power back. I learned how to cut negative cords or karmic cords. Like I just learned how to cut the bullshit out and how to find me again. And I think that's what this has to do. This is a message I feel very strongly for parents, for anyone. It's about, if you ever lost like the innocent, joyous part of you by giving your power away unconsciously, like to another individual, this is about knowing you can call that power back in. You can ask the angels for help to call that power back in. You can ask God, Spirit, Holy Spirit to help you find yourself again, to give you the courage and the strength and the energy and the health to call your energy back in and like find yourself again. And I really feel like that's you protecting you, and also you protecting, you know, your inner child, but also if you're pregnant, it's protecting your baby. Or it's as a parent, it's protecting those you love. As a friend, it's protecting your friends around you, you know? It's protecting anyone who is vulnerable and innocent and doesn't see, and at the moment is incapable. This could also be with calling your power back and protecting the vulnerable right now, you know? And finding yourself that way. Let's keep going and see what else we get, okay? Pleiades. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. You guys, this is crazy. I really feel like when these messages come out, I've never seen that card. And the reason I haven't seen it was because I just felt like it's an oracle deck, so I was like, When I see it, I'm going to know what it means because it's intuitive, you know, and you're channeling. And it's crazy that that popped out because I truly feel like these messages are uplifting, and it is channeling. It's applying. I feel like the voice needs to come out of a lot of people right now. A lot of people need to call their energy back, their power back. They need to sever the cords to the toxic devil energies, and they need to find their true essence again, their true infant, not infant, their true essence of who they were when they first came here. And like what their mission is. But this is crazy. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Let's see what's next. I'll come back to that. Because I think there's an affirmation or a question that it'll ask in the book, so I'll look at that. And then we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So this, I feel like once you start speaking, okay, hold on. Let me get the other ones out because maybe it's just easier to tie it in that way. Yes, star seeds, what lights you up? You guys, this is it's so crazy how like there's so many cards and you never, like it's always a different message. And then Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Okay. So, how I was talking about, calling your energy, your power back in, finding yourself again. And then you start working on your mission. And for double mission too, to whom it may apply, I also feel like it's finding yourself, your true self, and being a beacon of light. And you call in your soul partner. So it's like you're here on a double mission. You're healing a lot of karmic energy from past lifetimes of other people who perhaps were unawakened. So it's like you're healing all that karmic baggage that they had because you're strong enough to do it. And it's also like you find your soul partner, and they have to be awakened too though. So it's like, and together, well, you just find your whole soul tribe, and together you're all uplifting humanity. You're all channeling. You're all being light right here. And how it talks about star seeds, what lights you up. It's really touching on, again, the starseed children. It's touching on like what lights you up from within. And then look, oh my gosh, I think this came out exactly like in this position another day. And okay, I don't know if I did. I feel like I've been having a lot of deja vu today. With the initiation, the rite of passage, the crossing the threshold, it's you finding out who you are and knowing this is your journey. You chose to take that karma from other that negative lower vibrational energy. You chose to bring it into this lifetime because you chose to transmute it, and that's your rite of passage. That's why you get to go into this beautiful, wonderful place. That's why, excuse me, that's why you get to see this. That's why you get to feel this. That's why it's like it's Lemuria, it's heaven on earth. That's why you get to be a part of it, because that is your mission. Your mission is like transmuting the lower vibrational energies into higher vibrational energies. And because you're doing it and you've been doing it your whole life, Spirit is saying like it's a gift. And I feel like this has to do with abundance coming in also. I don't know what the other cards are. We'll see if abundance comes up, but that's how I feel. And then we just have Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. And this person is actually walking up into like the heavens, into the like ethers. And there is a lot of like Egyptian theme to this. Like you have the what is it, the Sphinx right here. You have like the Sphinx over here. You have like sphinxes all the way down. So it's like the stairway to heaven too. Like these are stairs and they're ascending. It's like you're ascending and you're it's like your higher self. Yeah, it's like you ascend and your higher self gives you this guidance. Your guidance is divinely guided. Okay, let's keep going. And then we have Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. This very strongly plays on that. I feel like, and it's really playing on this too. And the karma right here, because it's like anyone who hurt you in the past, anything that hurt you in the past, actually, any situation that hurt you in the past or hindered your growth, I feel like it's going to come up one more time, but it's going to tempt you. So I feel like it's going to be like a lower vibrational being, and they act differently. So especially with this one, I feel like it's going to be people coming back into our lives saying that they're different, saying that they're, like, it's just going to be people coming back with, like, fuckery. They're going to come back, and it's going to be the same behaviors. The words are different, but the behavior's not going to match the person, I guess. Or, I mean, the words that they say. But at the same time, it's like your commitment is being tested to your soul mission, because the thing is not to be like, well, fuck you, send them off. It is to show them love, compassion, and forgiveness. It's not welcoming them back into your life. It is not condoning their behavior by releasing the anger you had for them. It is not condoning their behavior because you've forgiven them. It is setting yourself free, because if you hold on to that energy, it's going to weigh you down here. You cannot channel and uplift humanity if you are being dragged down by that kind of energy. If you're letting that type of sorrow and hurt and anger drag you down, you have to keep working through it. So I feel like that's what it means by, like, your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to, also, it's like, I know it says it's a quarter moon, but it looks like a half moon to me. So it's like the balance between your light and your dark energies within you. But it's staying balanced when we're triggered. It's like a triggering situation is going to come back up, and we have to stay balanced. That is what Spirit is like saying. When they come back, I want you to show me who you are now. Not who you were. Excuse me. Oh my God. Not who you were when you were with that person. Not who you were when that situation messed you up. Not who you were. Like, they want to, like, I feel like Spirit wants to see how far you've evolved and see if you've truly called your power back, or was it like a facade? They want to see who you are now, how strong you are now, but how divine you are now. Let's keep going. Yep. Oh my goodness. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So, I was talking about balance. I was saying you have to balance out your dark energy and your light energy. It's having those healthy boundaries up and saying, I'm not entertaining your energy, but I do forgive you and I wish you the best in life. But but you just don't belong in my life anymore. It's that kind of thing. And that could be with toxic habits that come back up. Like I said, it could be, someone offering you to drink and you gave up drinking, and it's divine saying, like, all right, let's see how strong you really are. They're not testing you to be like an act. They're testing you to see how committed you are to this. They're not calling you weak if you give in to whatever comes up for you. They just want to know how strong and how awakened and how much of your true original self you have really recalled. You are really embracing. Because we have free will. We can choose to be awakened and then just be like, no, I don't want to do any of this. Or we can say, I chose this mission. I'm going to go on it. And it can also be fears coming back up. It could, like I said, any lower vibrational energy that triggers you, it could be fears coming back up. It wants to see it doesn't want to see, like, if when I said something from your past is going to come back up and it triggered something in you and you thought either of a person, place, situation, or anything, there's fear there. And it's okay that there's fear there, because our ego wants us to stay safe. But we have to remember that we are all divine beings and we are sent here with a bigger purpose, a bigger mission. We are strong enough to handle all of this earthly mundane shit that happens to us. we can overcome it. And I think that's where it's kind of going, as far as like fear itself could be the trigger, because it could be the fear that you're going to fail, that you're not going to make it. It could be even the simplest, and it doesn't have to be a crazy test. It could just literally be, did that scare you? Did you let that fear just tell you, no, I'm not going to do this anymore, if that's what's going to happen? Like, you know, fear itself is also a trigger. So it's not, it's, do you embrace the fear but continue to go on? That could be the simple test too. You know, it doesn't have to be something like crazy over there. Okay, we have listen with your heart. You are listening but need to hear with your heart, with a loving heart. And I kind of feel like this could be like divine, like an angel trying to get you to hear the call, your call within you. And also they're like underwater, so it's like, it's about going into the depths of your soul, into the darkness, into what might scare you, but learning to listen while you're down there. Someone referenced this the other day to the Harry Potter egg, how you can only hear it when you're underwater. It's like the mermaid egg. But he could only hear it when he submerged himself underwater with the egg. And this could be it. What it's telling you is, like, listen with your heart. When you dive into your darkness, into your experiences, because we all are light and dark, and we keep parts of the darkness, not to hurt ourselves, but we keep the lessons. So it's asking you, if when you submerge yourself, it's telling you to listen. Submerge yourself. Sit in that energy. Don't sit there and cry. Just sit in that energy of reflection. Like, pretend that you're watching a movie. You're not there anymore. You are not there anymore. You are safe. You are safe here. But pretend you're watching a movie. You push play. If when you're watching the movie, do you start crying with the movie, or do you see the lessons there? Do you hear the lessons that Divine was trying to teach you? Do you hear the lessons that your heart was learning at that time? Do you hear the lessons that your heart wants you to call forth from that situation? So I think that has to do with like the whole listen with a loving heart. So listen with a loving heart. It could also be that if, like I said, if someone comes back, a situation comes back, it's listening with a loving heart. And again, showing that compassion and that forgiveness. But still, you know, still knowing that you have your practicality is still balanced. So it's like you're still showing your love and compassion, and your healthy boundaries are up right there for you, you know? Okay, and then we have tsunami, wake-up call. And then we have new moon, promise. And this is just tying into that wake-up call. Like, in the darkness you hear it. In the depths of your soul, it is there that you get this wake-up call. It might... Okay. So, the wake-up call here that I'm getting is when you go into the depths of your soul, you fear a tsunami coming at you. That's why so many people are so scared. Then they're like, no, I don't want to dive. And then this looks like a wave over here too. So it's like, no, I don't want to dive deep. I don't want to recall that. It's gonna hurt. It's, you know, and it takes time. It takes time to heal those things. It's okay. It's gonna take time. And every time you kind of revisit it, just for a brief moment, like touch it. Like the first time you're embracing something, it's like go up to it and just touch it. See if you can take a step towards it. See if you can even look in that direction. And slowly walk towards it. Slowly hold the situation in your hand, put the tape in, press play. Those are all steps you build up to. So this is just saying, don't fear that depth. Don't fear going into like the depths of your soul and recalling. For some, you know, it could be childhood traumas, and And it's not to trigger you, it is to heal you, to free you, to let you fly, because you deserve to feel light, you deserve to feel love, you deserve to feel free, like the freedom. You deserve to be here. You deserve the peace, the serenity, the healing. You deserve the light. You deserve the abundance. So it's just saying, like, that tsunami going down there, like I said, you're going to fear it, but that's where your wake-up call is at. And with the new moon promise, we just had the new moon in Taurus the 24th of April, or 23rd of April. But the thing is, with the whole new moon thing, it's a time to set your intentions. It's a time to, you know, set your commitment. What do you want? The universe can ask you, what do you want? Tell me what you want. Set your commitment to it. Show me that that's what you want. And it's like the promise of a new beginning, the promise of the abundance, the promise, like the, oh my God, what is it called? The promised land, like heaven on earth, like the land of milk and honey. That promise is available to anyone who is willing to face those giants. Because remember when they were going to go into the promised land, I can't remember who found it, Joseph? I don't know if it was Joseph. But they found it. But they were so scared of the giants they saw in it. They didn't know whether they were peaceful or like evil. They didn't know that. They just got scared because they were so big that they never went in. But what this is saying is, like, are you willing to go in, to go to those depths, to go face that fucking tsunami of emotions that you are so scared of? Are you willing to do that? To wake up and be able to step into this promised land that's coming, to be able to have the abundance and what truly lights you up from within? Are you able to? I very strongly feel that's what this is about. It's about going into the depths of our soul, into who we were as children, healing our inner child. It's just, it's beautiful. So, alright, I'm going to leave that there. I made a little deck, but I'm like wondering if I should pull from this, but I feel like I need to pull from something. Alright, let's see. I labeled it healing. There's nothing on the back yet. I just wrote on all the front so far. Okay, so Holy Spirit, can we have a card for this? Closing out energy. I'm still learning how to like shuffle them because they're smaller. But also I did the paint and it's like gold. You can't really see it like that much, but it's still kind of like sticking them together because I just did it today. So it's like Holy Spirit. If nothing comes out, then it's the wrong deck. Because I call them also like my whatever decks. Because I was like, I'm just going to write whatever I feel channeled to write on these. How did I go wrong? How did I show up? Okay. So these are two questions, and I feel like they're relating a lot to if this is a relationship with someone. So these are just an extra note for someone. So it's asking, what do you need in love? It could also be, what do you need in love that you did not receive as a child? What did you not get as a child that you needed? For a lot of people, it could be you needed love and you didn't get love. So that's where I'm feeling with that. What do you need in love? And like I said, if you're setting your intentions, be specific. Write down what you need in love. Write your expectations list down. Let the person know. And ask yourself, like, if Divine gave me a person right now, if I was gifted with something beautiful right now, what exactly is it that I need? Or what is it that you need in your life that really fulfills you? How I asked, what lights you up? What is it that you need in your life that lights you up? And it's not about codependence. It's not like, oh, I need the other person to do this. It is just, if you were doing it for you, what would you get yourself? What would you do for yourself? And then this one is, how did I go wrong? How did I show up? When you dive into the depths of your soul, it is gonna, you're gonna reflect back and you're gonna see the way. I feel like this is divine asking you, how did you show up to that situation? Were you a child that you were vulnerable, so you fear vulnerability now? Was it that you overgave in a situation because as a child you felt the need that you had to dance, you had to like do all this crazy shit, like you had to put on a monkey show to get attention, so that like you picked up people pleasing energies, and that could be where you let your power go. A lot of people lose their power because they give it away to people because they overgive, because it's like a people pleasing thing, and it's not even that you're conscious of it. Like you're not conscious and you're like, oh, I'm a people pleaser. No, it could be just like one specific person or the people directly in your lives that abuse you because they know you're an overgiver, so they don't show up. They don't show up for you. How did you show up? Maybe you showed up way too fucking strong, way too independent, which I know you're like, well, I'm supposed to be strong and independent. You are. But the thing is, when you are overly strong and overly independent, people won't do shit for themselves. They won't do it because they think, oh, they're going to do it for me. So, So I feel like this is saying to be responsible for the roles you played in whatever situation you played. And also, you could truly have been a young child when you got hurt. You could have been the victim. But also, it's showing yourself compassion and knowing you truly were vulnerable in that situation. But then it's like, as an adult and you were in a situation and you gave your power away, that is where you possibly were misguided. You went off the path. You showed up, like I said, too giving. You were too open, or you were too closed up because you were so hurt. You were so afraid of vulnerability. You're so afraid of, if you had a traumatic event happen with your baby, you might just be like, don't touch my children, or you over shelter children. I just feel like that's kind of, those are like two little questions that you can just, it's like a little exercise I did. So it's just like, write down the question and then answer it. Just two little quick sentences. And this is a really good question for when you go back, like I said, and you review patterns in relationships. Ask yourself, how did I go wrong? Like, how did I show up? And it's really about being honest with yourself and taking responsibility. Even if someone did take advantage of you in a situation, to some point you gave your power away somewhere, and that's where you were just slightly off. You may have just not known that you gave your power away. So it's just about becoming conscious of whom you gave your power away to and calling it back in. You're strong enough. You were sent here on a double mission to uplift humanity and to channel all of this. And I know I said I was going to read this, so give me 1 second, because like I said, I'd never seen it, and it's a beautiful card. Like, it's a very strong card. Like, it's very, and if you look at it, it actually looks like Earth right here, and they're ascending. So that's amazing. 1 second. That is the Work Your Light Oracle. So, okay, let's see, Work Your Light. And then it's called, oof, sorry guys, just knocking everything over. This is why I need to build my desk right here. But I like that it has multiple levels right now, but hold on. Okay, so I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Pleiades. So it is a transmission card. Okay, let's see. Thank you guys for being patient. So, the Pleideans are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission, to grow at a cell level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak... Alright, hi guys, sorry. The camera died and this is crazy. So I need to touch on this because the other day there was a reader who was saying that for 20 minutes her audio was muted. So she had to re-record the video. And someone else was saying how like their audio kept glitching in and out. And for like 20 seconds there would be no audio. So they're like, what the hell is going on? And my camera just died. And then I have spare batteries, so I put, you know, new batteries in. And then I was like, you ain't got nothing. We're prepared, you know. Angels always win. That's why it's called this, because like I always say, you choose your energies that you want to win, and I always fight, you know. I'm like, I'm not giving up. Fuck you, devil energy, you know. But anyway, so I was like, I got this. Angels always win. Put the batteries back and started recording again, and then I looked up and the thing wasn't even on. It wasn't even recording. But I was telling you guys, okay, the message I was trying to say before it stopped. So it was about Pleideans, and it was just saying your work is divinely guided. If you've been called to write, speak, or channel, this is a sign to keep doing it. So it's saying your work is divinely guided, and then we have your guidance is divinely guided. You guys, that is like that's the freaking wake up call right there for me. But it's saying, of all souls, Pleideans are the chattiest, and so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the dimension, into the third dimension. And it says, thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. Now, I'm going to hold this up to the camera, and you guys can repeat this affirmation after me, okay? Because it says to hold it up to your heart, so if you just want to place your palm over your heart, that works too. So it says, I call upon Pleiadian consciousness of the highest realms and highest good of humanity to work through me. Let me be a channel for only the purest of the essence of Source. Let me channel in a way that also serves me. And by it serving you, I really feel like it enlightens you. You feel better. Your mood feels better. I feel better now. So I really feel like that was like, like, be authentic to who you are and truly speak your voice. Because when you truly speak from your heart and listen with your heart, like, you just feel relief when you can talk about it. When you can be yourself and be authentic in who you truly are, you know? Okay, guys. So, also for starseeds, what lights you up, I'll read that one really quick, because if you are wondering what really lights you up and what kind of guidance you can have towards that, let me find it just really quick and show you guys, or read it out loud for you guys. So in case anyone's wondering, you know, how do I mean, it's really simple, like, what lights you up from inside? What do you feel called to do right now? What makes you happy? Who makes you happy? Let us see. I feel like I should just keep that one out. It always pops out. Okay. Okay. Starseed. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is crazy. Alright. I'm going to show you guys these two, right? Their meanings when I read this one. Starseeds are souls with a double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and to get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. And then this one was saying, the world needs your unique light and presence. Yeah. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. How I was saying, be authentic, be yourself, talk about what really makes you feel better, how it, and like you feel better. That's what it's saying. Like you're in a spiritual closet because you don't want to tell anyone about what you are and how you think. And it's saying, if you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop. And it is time that you start embracing the unique light that you came here to share. And treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. Like this is, you chose to incarnate here. Like I said, you chose to take on all that karma and stuff because you're strong enough, but you also choose the experiences like you're gonna have. And it's triggering to even hear that because it's like, why the fuck would I choose to go through this? Why did I choose, you know? But it's to learn it. It's to embrace that you're strong enough. It's to find your inner strength and know like you are strong enough. And then it's just asking, you know, what lights you up? Okay, so that has been your message for this Sunday. It's going to be really strong. The new moon is moving into Gemini on May 11th, if anyone's wondering. And that talks about restructuring, taking responsibility for your life. And it talks about recollecting. Oh, it's like it's all about this. It's about the diving in deep. So it's recalling those events. It's reliving those events, and then it's releasing those events. It's like it's to go through the healing process, to restructure how you see that story. If you truly were the victim, like I said, look at the strength instead of looking at the victim like, oh, I couldn't do anything. Look at how strong you were in that position. Look at how strong you were as a child for, you know, making it through abuse. Look at how strong you were as a child for helping people older than you who were lost. Like it's saying to restructure also how you see it. Take responsibility for whatever role you played in it, and then restructure it to make sure that you include that you survived. You made it through. You're a strong motherfucking badass. You are a warrior of light. You are still kind and loving and sweet. You didn't let yourself become bitter and cold and shut yourself off from the world. Like you kept going. You took another step. You took another breath. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. I hope this was a great message for you. Please remember that your lessons are a blessing for someone else. Please do share those lessons that you learned in the comments so that you could bless another individual and you can share your light. That's the easiest, greatest way to just share your light with others. That's a way to uplift each other, you know, uplifting humanity. That is you channeling the lessons that you learned in that dark time, and that is you uplifting another individual. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is beautiful. This is wonderful. Yeah, and just remember the promise. Remember the promise. Keep your eyes focused, you guys. You're already doing it, you know? You're already uplifting humanity. Just by transmuting that darkness into light, you already are helping. So keep doing that. Call upon your angels if you're going through a difficult situation and ask them to help you transmute some of that load into light. Okay. I'm trying to think if I need anything else. I need to say anything else to you guys. Please do share your stories. I would love to be able to connect with you, and I'd love to be able to, if I could help you, but also you could help me. I'm not telling you to help me, but I'm saying like our lessons help each other. And just being there, and just thank you guys for watching and taking the time to watch, because that's also just you being there for me. And like I think when you watch it, like the algorithm picks up that it's watched, so then it'll send it back out. So it's also you helping someone else, if that makes sense. So it'll help. I hope you guys have a great day, and I love you, and I send you so much love and light and peace and strength and prosperity and guidance. I wish you guys could like feel how it feels and just know it's going to you guys. All right. I love you so much. Have a great and blessed week. Bye.